What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at some of the weather that's going to be happening over the next 48 hours. These areas affected are Texas, Louisiana, parts of Pennsylvania. But anyways, let's look at this first. So it says severe weather forecast Saturday and Saturday night. Shreveport, Monroe, Louisiana, Alexandria, Louisiana. Those areas are under a moderate risk with the very likely forecast of severe weather. Same thing with Starksville, Jackson, moderate to enhanced risk. And then areas under like Memphis, they're also under an enhanced risk. So as we read over here, it says the first thunderstorms will arrive across north central Texas in the hours following sunrise in the form of a squall line. Storms could get rowdy mid to late morning hours in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. By early to mid-afternoon, storms will be arriving in southern Arkansas and western Louisiana, generally moving east and northeastward. This is when the worst severe thunderstorms and the strong tornadoes could happen into the evening hours. And then this is by mid-evening, these thunderstorms will go by mid-evening, these thunderstorms will be crossing the Mississippi River into western Tennessee, Mississippi. Tornadoes, destructive wind gusts like 70 to 80 miles an hour will be there in the Tennessee Valley. And then Sunday night into early Sunday, severe thunderstorms may sweep ahead of a cold front into Tennessee, Mississippi, southeast Louisiana, and western Alabama. Damaging winds and tornadoes are likely. Now, as we look over here, guys, this is another area that will get severe weather, like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, my location, Pittsburgh, Charlottesville, Charlotte, Knoxville, Atlanta, Columbus. These are all going to get severe weather. So it says in the south, Ohio Valley, and east, locally heavy rain may trigger flash flooding in areas that have been recently soaked by rain. We have been recently soaked by rain. Earlier today, we had that band of rain showers, but no thunderstorms. Just those bands of rain showers that brought about a 3/10 of an inch. So it says across the northeastern Texas and eastern Oklahoma into the lower Mississippi and lower Ohio valleys have the best chance of flash flooding on Saturday. But I thought this was for Sunday. Anyways. So yeah, guys, that is just one part of it over here. That's just stuff that is not important. This is just one part of it, and this is the part I'm trying to explain here. This is a strong jet stream, and then that's the system. That's when the system forms. And yeah, that is just one part of it. Now, if we go over to the Storm Prediction Center for a minute, I'm going to be explaining what's going to happen tomorrow and Sunday. So if we take a look over here while this page loads, let me get the outlooks over here. Let's get day 2 in here. All right, so as we look over here, while this page is still loading, we know that, okay, there we go, now we have it. You know what, I'm going to add cities too, because why not? All right, so Shreveport, Louisiana, Bossier, Louisiana, Monroe, Louisiana, Mississippi, all under a moderate risk. This is the part where, like, the strong tornadoes, very large hail, I believe, up to, like, golf ball, baseball size, or maybe even greater. And then we have that enhanced risk, which means that I think the biggest hail will be, like, maybe even, maybe tennis ball or something like that. Anyways, I'm trying to remember what I saw earlier in my brain. And then for that slight risk, this is where we will only see maybe like $half size hail, maybe up to like 1 3/4 of an inch hail. And then for that marginal risk, they will probably see quarter size hail, but all of them will see damaging winds. The moderate and enhanced risk will see tornadoes. Slight risk may be a chance of tornadoes, but marginal risk will see just hail and damaging winds. And damaging winds is just mainly the main threat for that area. And then it says that this will go into the Ohio rivers later on Sunday. And then if you want to take a quick look at this, you may do so now. Alright. And by the way, guys, you could pause the video too if you want to take a quick look at this. Alright, now let's do day 3. This is the day 3. Over here, I'm going to add cities too. No, cities. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Alright, so let's see. Atlanta, Cincinnati, Lexington, Fayette, Columbus, Georgia, and Knoxville are all under an enhanced risk. Then Columbus, Charlotte, Nashville, Pittsburgh, and Louisville are all under a slight risk. And then Indianapolis, Washington, Cleveland, Raleigh, Durham are under a marginal risk. Now, as we quickly take a look over here, so it says a strong mid and upper level through exiting the plains early in the period is expected to advance steadily across the Mississippi, Tennessee, Ohio valleys, and central Gulf Coast states, reaching composition from the lower Great Lakes to the southern Appalachians southeast late in the period. At the surface, a deepening low is forecast to shift east-northeast across the Ohio Valley through the day, and then across the central Appalachians to the Hudson Valley vicinity by the end of the period. Widespread thunderstorms and a broad severe risk will accompany the system. Ohio Valley and Central Appalachians south into the southeast. Showers and thunderstorms are forecast to be ongoing from a north-south band from Indiana to Alabama in the morning or in the period ahead of the advancing cold front. And then that just talks about like the Cape. They're talking about like how big or low the Cape is because how low the Cape, because if the Cape is really low, then you won't have a huge chance of getting severe weather. But once the Cape is high, then you'll have a greater chance of severe weather. So it says 5,500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram. That is kind of high, and that is enough to bring severe weather. And by the way, I learned joules per kilogram by watching David Schlotthauer's videos. So he's been really secretly teaching me a lot from me watching his videos. Anyways, so that 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram mixed layer Cape is expected to evolve ahead of an ongoing band of convection from the Ohio Valley to the Gulf Coast. This should result in gradual intensification of storms through the afternoon, aided by a very strong deep layer wind field accompanying the storm system, including 80 to 100 knots south-southwest flow at mid-levels. Primary storm mode is progged to be banded loosely linear, with embedded complex bows and rotating updrafts. Damaging winds will likely be the primary threat, although tornadoes and some hail and some flash flooding chances, even though it doesn't say on there, will also be possible across much of the area, particularly near west of the mountains. Risks should diminish gradually through the evening, through local wind risks may persist through the end of the period. Alright guys, so now let's go through the radar here. So tropical tidbits. And by the way guys, I'm just on my phone because my parents are watching a movie right now and I don't really want to, interrupt them right now. But anyways guys, let's just go to forecast models, GFS, perfect. Alright guys, so this is the storm system we had today. Skip. Alright, so okay guys, so this was the storm system we just had today, alright? No, don't play, please. Alright, no. Alright guys, so let's go back. So yeah guys, this was the storm system we had today. And by the way guys, I'm trying to do a conversion from Eastern Daylight Time to Zulu. And Zulu time is basically like the Greenwich Mean Time is like right on the meridian. So it's basically 10, 11. So it's basically an extra, or you would subtract 4 hours. So if we go here, so 12, 11 to 9, 8. Okay, so this was 8 o'clock this evening. Embedded showers were still hitting the area. Couple thunderstorms in the lower areas. Alright guys, now this is tomorrow. This is where the storms start to develop. 998 millibars, the low pressure, that is really strong. Yeah, it's strong though. And then the low pressure along with the high pressure hitting it, this is what causes the storms to form. So this is where the storm is starting to form, and then they get really strong. This is hold on a sec. Let's track back here. So this is 6, 5. So this is 2 a.m. and then this is 2 a.m., 12 a.m. Okay, so this is 8 a.m. Starting at 8 a.m., these storms start to develop, and they already get severe. Just like that. Like, very quickly, this is when they start to get severe. And then this is Okay, so this is 2 p.m. Once again, these storms are very strong. They start to get very, very active. And then this is 12, this is 8 p.m. also. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Those red spots really signify those really, really strong storms. And, there we go. Sorry about that. I just wanted to block these ads. Anyways, and then as we keep on going, this is 2 a.m. These storms are still these storms are still strong. I cannot speak. These storms are still strong, and they really, really just get really strong. And then this is tomorrow, 12, 11, this is 8 a.m. tomorrow. A couple of showers will hit the area, and then as we go through the day, this is 2 p.m. tomorrow. This is where the thunderstorms and that dark green is thunderstorms, heavy rain, and then that's where that severe weather chance comes to the area. And then once it gets to like 6 p.m., they kind of weaken, and then they get really strong again. This is, by the way, guys, this isn't really. We're not sure if this is going to be accurate, but I always follow Tropical Tidbits because they have an idea of what the storms look like. And then that is 2 a.m. and then the storms pass. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And also be sure to leave a comment, give me some suggestions so my forecasts become better. And anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.